going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I just wanted to go over some Amazon stuff, in particular things that have to do with shipping and limits, as far as like storage limits and everything like that. Some of these things I had never gone through for a while. I don't know why, but I had never gone through, and I really didn't understand as far as like storage limits until I started sending them more stuff and I reached my storage limit. So then I had to really look at that, because for a while I had been selling on Amazon, but I really wasn't like scaling it up like I am right now. And so what I realized was my storage limit had only been 1,000 units. But there's different things that you can send in. It depends on what you send in as well. So I'm gonna just use my phone, and we're just gonna look at the screen, and I'm gonna show you. This is something important, because if you're sending things into Amazon, you need to definitely know your metrics. But especially when it comes to things that you ship in, and what you can store in there, and how close you are to your limits, and the different types of things that they track. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so here's my FBA dashboard right here. Okay, now if you look, you'll see up here you got inventory. All you got to do is go down to dashboard. Okay, you click on that, you'll come to this screen right here. It says FBA dashboard. So on here you're going to see a few different things. Okay, you got your sales order, units order, orders, so on and so forth. And if you scroll down, you'll get some more info. It'll show you your inventory performance index. All right, in stock rate, which I don't really pay a lot of attention to that. Your sell through, stranded inventory, any excess inventory, items that you can enroll into FBA over here. Right there. Now right here, down here, there's two tabs. Okay, all right, one says restock limits, the other says storage volume. Okay, if I click on restock limits, it's going to show me first standard size storage. All right, now before I had started sending in hundreds and thousands of units, this was only 1,000 units, and I was trying to figure out how does it get increased. But what I came to realize was you can't really request that. Amazon will automatically increase your storage size, your standard storage size, or any storage size. We'll go over those in a sec. But I don't really throw in send in nothing else. Here, let's just go over that. So you got oversized storage, and as of right now, I can send up to 1,000 units. But I'm sure if I started sending in items, that will go up. You got apparel, footwear, extra large, so they give you a maximum amount for each of those. All right, so my maximum inventory level for standard size now is 7,514 units. Like I said, this started off at 1,000, and it went up incrementally. So it went from like 1,000 to, I think, I want to say about 1,200. It didn't jump that high at first. Then it went from about 1,200 to maybe 2,000 something, and now it's at 75. All right, so that's the limits. Now down here is storage volume. Okay, you click on that tab, it'll show your standard size storage current usage 11.33, and it says no limit. So basically that's saying whatever, depending on whatever your storage size is, the amount of units you can send in, how much space can that stuff take up. Okay, it would be the same as if you had oversized storage, and it will give you a certain amount of usage. Now, where it really matters is for flammable. I had sent in a few things. They had got sold already, but flammable is going to be limited to 10 cubic feet. Now, you see the rest of them tell you no limit, right, on what you can store. But for flammables and aerosols, there is a limit, and that limit is 10 cubic feet. I don't know if that limit will go up. The aerosols is 5 cubic feet. Like I said, I don't know if that'll go up if you send in more. I would assume that they would kind of keep that low, because they don't want but a certain amount of flammables in their facilities. Now, something else you're going to want to do is, if you're sending things into Amazon, one of the things you're going to want to check is your inventory performance. Actually, no, that's not what I want to check. One thing you want to check is shipment performance. You can check your inventory performance, but shipment performance. So you'll be able to check incorrect label, product related, if you ever done that. anything that's missing the label, any inaccurate product quantities in boxes, any other label problems, unexpected product in boxes. So they track all of those metrics, okay? And as a total, you're only allowed to have an acceptable problem rate of 2.01% total. All right, my current is 0. I try to keep it that way, even though I done messed up a few times, but I'll go back through my boxes and fix it before I send it in. But as you can see, they will give you a little leeway on what you send in and the type of problem that you can have, but that's definitely not something you want to be, continuing to have issues with. Another thing you can look at if you want is your inventory performance. So you would just go right back over here to inventory, click on inventory performance, and then up will come this screen, and this will show you your performance index. Basically, how good or how well you're being stocked. Top influencing factors: excess inventory, that's good. Sell through is, I guess, mediocre, whatever. Stranded, good. In stock, not good, but like I said, I ain't worried about it. In August, I only paid 57 cents in FBA storage fees, so that's really negligible. Doesn't even mean nothing, right? Plus, I try to send things in that sells fairly quickly. My excess inventory percentage is 0. FBA sell-throughs 2.5%. My stranded inventory percentage is 0.64%, and my in-stock rate is 47%. But like I said, that means nothing to me anyway. I ain't worried about that. If I don't think I'm gonna send something back in, that'll get better if I just delete those listings. All right, and then one more thing you're gonna want to check is under performance. You're just gonna want to keep an eye on your account health. Okay, and over here, I got a negative feedback about a date on something that I missed. It was short dated, so shows I had 0.23% defect rate. Target is under 1% for that. You'll also be able to see your account health ratings and any other issues you would have. Suspected intellectual property violations, received intellectual property complaints, all of that stuff. You want to keep an eye on this stuff, because if not, you can get your account suspended ASAP. Valid tracking rate, pre-fulfillment cancel rate. They give you a percentage for all of that. Late shipment rate. I ship my stuff out the next day. I always do next day shipping, so I don't try to mess with that. But keep an eye on this stuff, man, because sometimes something might pop up and you might either not get the email or you might miss the email, All right, so that's just a pretty quick overview of the Amazon dashboard and looking at specifically inventory limits, restock limits, and just your performance dashboard when it comes to shipments and just your overall seller performance. Those are key things, key metrics, okay? Or I don't even know how you would say that, matrices, how you would say the plural of that. But anyway, those are key things that you want to keep an eye on, because those are key things that Amazon's keeping an eye on. And if you start to slack in those areas, you can get your account shut down real quick, man, real quick. But if you do good in those areas, Amazon will start rewarding you. And like I said, the more stuff I started sending in, the higher those levels started going up. So if you want your levels increased, I'm assuming all you got to do is send them in, send more items in. Also, if at any point they stop giving you, an increase in one area, as you saw, you can start sending other types of items in. So you can send in larger items, you can send in clothing, you can send in shoes, if you wanted to start doing that or not. For me, I'm focusing more on Amazon right now, because the items that I'm selling in the health and beauty and makeup and cosmetics area, I've been selling on eBay, but man, they sell so much faster on Amazon. And even if the margins are smaller, because I can turn my money around quicker, it's worth it. I'll take a smaller margin if I can get my money back in a profit faster, as opposed to waiting for it to sell on eBay. And the other thing I like, for the most part, unless the price start tanking on Amazon the price is the price. I ain't got to worry about no lowball offers. I ain't got to deal with all that. So Yeah, I'm still putting stuff on eBay, but I've been going through my inventory over here, and I just been rechecking things. Oh, and the one thing I noticed as well is that a lot of the areas that I was gated in, I'm just being automatically ungated without even having to submit an application at all. Or you know how sometimes you might click on, if it says that you're gated, you can click on it and see if they'll approve you right there. I won't even have to do that now. There were, what, I want to say Wet n Wild, Rimmel, Essie, and a few others that I thought I was going to have to end up, getting an invoice to get ungated in, but I was automatically ungated. So the more stuff I started sending in and selling, when it comes to makeup and cosmetics, Amazon just started ungating me in those areas. So that kind of saved me a lot of money, because now I don't have to go find a supplier, buy the items, get the invoice, submit the invoice, and get ungated in those areas. So I'm pretty much ungated in all the major brands when it comes to, just makeup and cosmetics. L'Oreal, CoverGirl, Maybelline, Sally Hansen, Essie, Rimmel, what else we got? Oh, and it ain't even just those either. Some health and beauty brands that I was still gated in, that I thought I would have had to get an invoice for, that I was thinking about. I've been getting ungated in those areas as well. And it's been helping me out a lot, man. It's helping me out a lot. So my thing is, I'm just going to continue to send stuff in for things that maybe are not worth sending in. I've been putting up on eBay and then using the website Octiva. I forget how you say the name, but you spell it Auctiva, Octiva.com. And from there, I'll just take that same listing on eBay, cross-post it over to Amazon. In fact, here, let me show you real quick. All right, so here's Octiva.com, right? And this is what I use to cross-post my items over to Amazon. You can cross-post over to more places than Amazon too, but go over here. This is all your products. All my products come up, okay? And let's say, for instance, so it needs to show you where they're listed at, right? eBay, Amazon. But let me show you something. Let's say I have cross-post to Marketplace. Trying to find just an item that's not cross-posted at all. Either way, look, let's do this. If I wanted to cross-post this item, I click on that and check it, right? I go back up here to bulk actions. I go to change status. Now this will give me the opportunity to either activate it on eBay, More Commerce, which is a bunch of other platforms, Marketplace, or Amazon. I will select activate and then update. And then there are a couple more steps that you got to take, but I ain't gonna go through all that in this video right now. There's a few more steps you got to take actually if you wanted to activate that on Amazon, but I ain't gonna go through all that. But this is what I use. If I go to my dashboard, it'll show you, let me see, I can look at a 7-day, 30-day, or 90 days. And because I have things on eBay and Amazon, so if it say Amazon like right here, that's things I have cross-posted between eBay and Amazon. And then of course FBA is FBA, Marketplace. I really ain't selling nothing on Marketplace, because Marketplace is on some old crazy stuff where they want you to go in and change all these image sizes and do all this other crazy stuff. So I ain't even been posting on there. But this will show you the percentage of items that's been sold, right? And then like your total sales, everything like that. Show you your top 5 products. All right. Active SKUs. And then image hosting, so on and so forth. Yeah, I use that website to cross-post things from eBay to Amazon that I don't want to send into Amazon because it ain't worth it. Pretty much because it ain't worth it. But anything right now at this point that I don't want to deal with as far as eBay, that's going to save me time, because I'm trying to scale up the business. And in order to scale with this business model, I need to move volume. And eBay is just not going to do it for me as far as that, as far as when it comes to like the velocity that I'm looking for, that I need. And now Amazon's providing that. You know, it is what it is, man. But look, if you're not selling on Amazon, you should definitely start. Open up a free account. You don't have to pay right away, but even when you do, it's only pretty much $40 a month. You don't pay for any new listings. and you know, that's that. But if you just want to get your beak wet, go ahead, maybe sell a few things, post a few things, watch a few videos. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube about selling on Amazon and everything. But even if you are selling there, but you haven't really been consistent, depending on what you're selling, you might just kind of look. People complain about the Amazon fees. You know, the way I look at it is this: when I'm doing eBay, I got to do everything, right? I got to take the pictures, I got to make the listing, I got to put up the listing, I got to do all the customer service, all the packing and shipping, all the storage. I have to do everything. On Amazon, I pretty much do all my work up front. I pack everything up, sort it, get it together, put it in a box, ship it out, and once they get to Amazon, everything's on them. They doing the storage, they doing the packing and shipping, the customer service. They are doing everything. So what is that worth? And that way I can buy my time back and have more time to do the things that's necessary to grow my business. You know, yeah, Amazon's fees are going to be more than eBay's, because especially if you're doing FBA, they're doing the work for you. So it's worth it. I mean, if you was to find a way to put together all the fees that you have to pay and all the time that it takes for you to do everything for eBay, especially if the more you want to scale your business, I don't think there would be a comparison in what you would save when it comes to the fees that Amazon charge. So I think it's just a no-brainer, especially if you want to scale your business, especially. So I'll take those fees and deal with that. And it's less, of course, if you're doing merchant fulfill, which some items I do merchant fulfill. The damaged and flammable goods items, sometimes I just don't send them in because I got to pay full price for shipping. So just I might not want, you know, to pay that full price and have it eat into my profits. But as far as letting Amazon do all the work and paying that extra percentage, I'm fine with that. And the fact that it sells so much faster than it would on eBay, for me, that's worth it in and of itself. So look, man, start selling on Amazon. Fourth quarter's coming up, guys. You know, you got to do what you got to do, and you got to take advantage of these next 3 months, because actually even more than 3 months, because from the fourth quarter to that beginning of the first quarter is when you want to try to maximize your profits. All right. So do me a favor. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified the next time I upload another video.